right, y'all got anything smart to say before we actually start?
No,
Nothing
not
yet.
really.
You
Oh.
want something smart?
I mean, if you have something to say, go ahead and say it. I gotta adjust
Well,
stuff for
no,
a
I
second.
can just start quoting books.
Okay, no.
I've acquired more than the
Like-
explosives now.
Oh, Jesus.
Like Mein Kampf.
Oh, God.
No, I haven't been able to find one of those
Touch my
outside
cunt.
of the
Limited stock.
limited stock. I want to
Limited
buy a
stock.
new old stock Mein Kampf.
Collector's edition.
I did find a guy
Oh my
local
God.
to me selling an like proper Nazi belt buckle. There's also
right.
someone selling a Tesla belt buckle, and I found that offensive because it was supposed to be representative of the state of Texas. And that hurt. I'm not even from Texas.
All right. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Reckless Podcast, episode 145. I'm your host, Ranger Danger. I did it again. 2 weeks in a row. Jesus Christ. Arsenal's gonna be a little late again today, although probably not as late as last week, so I'm in charge for now. Pat, that does explain why the description didn't change. I'm too lazy to fix it, so deal with it. But yeah, welcome guys. How y'all doing?
Doing pretty good.
I'm
Perfect.
fine. I'm brilliant, actually.
Excellent. Want to give us a little insight, or how's
No.
your week been?
Productive in terms of my mental health.
Awesome.
In terms of other things, I'd rather not speak on that for the podcast. It's not really a topic for the podcast.
That's fair.
Yeah. Outside of that, fucking Monday or Tuesday, I forget what real day it was. I had to go help a friend with a flat tire, and I ended up taking a girl home. Not to my home. And I beefed the whole situation.
Not even her home, just a home.
No, it was her home. It was her home. No, I took
For
her to the
legal
home
reasons, her home.
for lost souls. I took her to the local halfway house. Oh hell! But no, I entirely cooked this situation by accentuating the tism, which I guess I'm fine with.
You legitimately spilled your spaghetti in front of her.
I mean, I wasn't exactly trying to impress her. I thought I was going to help out my married friend, and it turned out there was another person, and I was like, oh shit, I have to drive you home? Okay.
Oh, okay.
I also, like, I think what really fucked it all up was the fact that I talked so much shit about her car. I didn't realize it was her car. I thought it was a rental. I thought she was renting it, and I was just talking so much shit the whole time. Because I was like, oh, where's the donut? Oh, what the fuck do you mean it didn't come with a spare? Okay, do you have AAA? No. Why doesn't the owner have AAA? What the like, it's a rental, right? And then I was checking out the tires as to, like, why they popped. They're both on cords.
Oh, Jesus.
Because it's got, like, an incredible negative camber, like a drift-style negative camber, but she's driving normally, so the inside of her rubber is gone. The outside looks perfectly fine, but the inside of the tire is effectively gone. And I was just flaming it the whole time. I was like, bro, who the fuck is the owner? Like, get your shit together. And it came out later on. Yeah, as it turns out, once the tow truck arrived, it was her car, and I was like, oh, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for flaming on the car.
Wait, so you were trashing the car the entire time, but they didn't say anything about you trashing the car?
She didn't say shit that it was her car. She didn't say shit that it was her car until after the tow truck. Yeah. And then I was like, huh. You know, like when I said, oh, it's a plug-in hybrid. Ew. You should probably said something then. Like, it was a loud-ass ew.
Pat says the Rizless podcast.
The Rizless podcast. Absolutely. I think we're all single here currently. I can't speak for many, but yeah.
I haven't even talked to a woman.
I don't believe in women anymore.
All the women I am construct.
All the women I'm into become men, so yeah.
Just like
It's not even all of them.
Just like
Okay, I
the
can't really say it's all of them. It's 2 for 2 now.
just like the birds, women are not real.
No, birds are real. I eat them all the time.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, there's a like some sort of pigeon like flying around now. I don't know what kind it is. It's not the regular one. It's the light brown ones. It's the
Is it
one
a
like
Wilota?
Latin, probably the one Latin moms be keeping. You know the ones.
It's like a
They got
dove,
like
right?
sort of, but like browner, like tan, I guess. They got like a collar on them. You know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about. You're narrowing it
I
down.
know I know what a morning dove is. They're called Wilotas. I eat them.
Yeah, I've been scouting them. I just don't have anything to take them out with. My slingshot is out of commission. Both of
Oh,
them. Both of my slingshots are out of commission, and I can't use a gun yet.
I wonder why.
Suicide Watch.
Oh, definitely not.
It's cool. It ends in August. It's whatever. We're basically done with the year at this. No, seriously, it's gonna be 5 years in August. Uh, we're basically what is it? Oh, it's only April. April's basically May, and May is basically the end of the year, right?
Yeah. They're all the same month nowadays, anyways.
It's all the same day.
Yeah. Time is a
Yeah.
social construct.
Time is a
Yeah.
flat circle.
It's like time is truly a social construct, just like gender.
Oh boy. Wise, how you doing? How's your week been, man?
I'm doing pretty good. I only got to watch Chaos's Animals for 4 more days, 5 more days. Because
that's right.
the dog is fine. The cats are fucking assholes. They're cute,
Yeah,
but
they're
fucking.
cats.
Welcome to the cat world. Dude.
I leave for 5 minutes. I had a bag of beef jerky that I finished, and they shred the whole fucking bag to bits.
Oh,
That's cats, all right.
And they are now, or at least Freya, the rag doll, is now like trying to rip shit out of my guitar amplifier for whatever reason. She's like making biscuits on the amp like screen.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Yeah. You gotta get like
Yeah.
scratch and post and shit.
There
like
are
permanent
several.
sort of thing.
They
Sacrificial
choose.
furniture.
They
There you
still
go,
make
there you go.
biscuits on things that are not that.
trim the claws.
Both of my couches are sacrificial at this point. They've not suffered like irreparable damage on account of the covers and stuff we keep on them, and also the cat doesn't seem to give a fuck about them. That is all. There's nothing more to that.
It's like cats will go for like certain pieces of furniture and they'll just have at it, but for some reason other ones just get left completely intact.
Yeah, every box, well, save for my bug assault box, but every box I have in here has definitely taken damage. Oh, bug assault and shoe boxes. For some reason, he doesn't care about shoe boxes unless he's sleeping on top of it.
Yeah.
And at this point, he's reached a weight where I don't think they can just support him. That they'll just collapse on him. Granted, the only one I have exposed is the old for the Jordans. I forget what I did with them. And that one's stuffed with stuff, so it's not like it can collapse. It's also under the piano stool.
So your cat's definitely a box cat. Like,
Yeah, he likes
go for it.
boxes.
Yeah. Because I know a couple of
Scratch them, hide out, that sort of stuff.
I don't playing them. A couple of our cats are like that, but then a lot of them aren't really. But I guess when the sample size is a lot higher, you're gonna get cats that just don't care for certain things.
Yeah.
I don't think
my sample size is OP.
it's one. I don't think I asked it last week, but why are you watching Chaos's Cats and Dogs? Oh, you said he was out, but like
Yeah. Not to get into personal stuff, but it's family matters out of state.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Nothing's wrong. No one's dead. No one's injured. There's no like houses being burned down. It's just a family thing.
Huge family rager.
With one of them. I forget whose family.
Oh,
and yeah, they well, they are in the South.
Oh, I was talking about my TV.
Oh,
Bro, what is this channel? I'd be leaving it on here, and there's just
no
always
comment.
something troublesome here.
Is it the
Last week it
is it
was
the
Nazis.
HBO?
No, it's not.
Oh god damn it!
It helps that I don't watch with audio.
Oh god, so it's like you're lacking the context and you just
Yeah, I've got
glance
no
over.
context. Like,
You
I
can
could
always
turn on
improv.
closed captioning, but I don't want to. I
You
like
can
my
always
narrative.
you can always improvise.
Yeah.
Truly.
You insert your own. It's your own show now. Whatever you want to be, man. Creative freedom.
Man, I should create a reaction channel.
The news is whatever I want it to be, says Pat.
That's what modern content is now, right?
Basically, yeah. You don't need to
That's
like
how
check your sources anymore. If you used to say it and you're confident about it, bam, that's news, baby.
Yeah, it's great.
that's how a parody works.
Except people take it
No,
seriously.
not parody. Dead serious.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Always.
Source, it was revealed to me in a Ben Shapiro
It
tweet.
came to me in a vision. Oh,
The Ben Shapiro meme.
Oh my god. Alright, Plastic Wing King, how you doing? Welcome. What you been up to?
I did nothing but watching TV shows from Rumble and some other crap.
Were you also injecting your own narrative into the TV shows?
A little bit. I mean, I
good.
was watching like two shows involving like murders in India.
Oh, so India in general?
I feel like there's a lot of that. Yeah, there's a lot of people there. You see.
Yeah. Yeah, like there's some guy who's like he was murdered by what approximately like 50 women in the fucking courtroom when he was transferred there because he was about to be testified by the judge, but then he didn't get the chance because he got killed. He got killed.
Damn, it really do be lawless over there.
Yeah.
Imagine getting
I
murdered at your
mean
court trial.
the police didn't
That'd
do
be really
anything.
efficient.
They even unjustly arrested like 5 women that had nothing to do with it because they happened to be the victims. Well,
Did
at
he?
least they,
Did,
they survived. But they are
did he do
victims
it?
of that guy.
So he
Yes, he
did it.
did the raping. He did the raping. He did the killing.
So mob justice.
Oh, yeah.
What are
Practically,
your
yes.
thoughts
Mob
on that?
justice.
How do you feel about
Mob
mob justice,
justice.
you hippie bastard?
How do I feel about mob justice? I mean, I only feel great about it if it benefits me.
Ooh.
You can take this one of two ways. Proceed.
Choose wise.
Somebody paying me $2.
No, I was talking about your opinions on the show and
Oh,
the
on the
results.
show? Those. I mean, most of it is just speaking Hindi.
Moving on.
It reminds me of where there was a court case where a Texan man beat to death like a guy that was raping his like 12-year-old daughter, and he didn't get charges for it because
Yeah, you
everyone was
have
like,
that.
yeah.
That sounds familiar.
It's
We
been
had
years.
an
There's a
identical guy
lot
up
of that
here a
stuff.
while
Yeah.
ago.
Really.
Yeah, the Alaskan Avenger. I forget his name,
His court
but
trial just wrapped up, didn't it, or is it just going on?
I think his time has been sent, and he's not angry about it. Like I forget the number account, but he found pedophiles and child molesters, broke down their door, and beat them to death with hammers. And there's quite a few of them.
Jason Vukovic.
Yes.
The Alaskan Avenger. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. With a hammer, broke into their houses and beat them within an inch of their life.
I feel like I
Whew.
want to remember it being their own hammers, but I'm not certain.
Vigilante?
My man is a king. He did nothing wrong. Free him now.
Okay, there's a list of people. 18 counts of assault, robbery, burglary, and theft. So the assault's probably not going to matter. It's everything else.
This man had a goal.
Judge ruled vigilantism won't be accepted in our society. Interesting.
I
Who's
mean,
that judge's name?
the
No
concept
reason.
Yeah, just
the concept of
curious.
vigilantes are the concept for vigilantes is like it's quite something, but the downside is that if you make the mistake of like saying like you caught like the wrong suspect and you end up accidentally killing the guy or girl, then you practically just murdered a person out of no reason, and your target is still out there, and you just messed up. That's why you should be Batman.
Sure. Let's go with that. Oh my god. Before you get any more sidetracked, finally, Mandy Prime, how are you doing? You got anything to add to any of this?
Not
Aaron
really.
Marston. The judge's name is Aaron Marston. Anyhow,
I take my dog outside.
Ooh.
Be right back.
Oh, no worries. Take it in.
oh,
I thought that
I thought that was the story.
was too. Like, ooh, do tell. Your nice walk in the park. No, it's fine. Oh my fucking god. Oh, I think the stream's dying. Oh, shit. Fucking. Alright, let's see. Why is my bitrate? Oh, there we go. It is stabilized.
I know you can own a train.
Probably.
Steam locomotive.
Sure, people do it all the time.
No, I know you can. I've looked them up. They weren't that expensive when I was browsing, but it's not like I have any use for, well, actually. Amtrak does shuttling if you don't have an engine, so you could just buy a cart. For a while they were roughly $15,000-$20,000 for just like a regular ass like storage cart. Oh, fascinating.
So you're saying you want to live? You want not only do you want to buy a cart, but you want to live in a cart?
No, I want to own a steam locomotive and maybe like a caboose. I don't care if it's just a 2-train system.
Caboose.
Cool. Name it Thomas the Tank Engine.
For no other reason than to have a train. Or what would you do with the train? Ride around it?
I like
Go somewhere?
trains.
You like trains? Okay, fair. That is fair.
And it would be sick to own an actual like steam locomotive, don't you think? Granted, I'd probably need a boiler boy or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
Can
if
they
you
be
want to talk
big
about
people?
trains.
Do they have to be small people? Because it's not the fucking conductor that's pumping that stuff in.
You're not the guy.
Do I have an excuse to use my government-assigned twink for something?
Jesus Christ. Do they like trains?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out.
Well, if you do, talk to Chaos about that. He's a train fanatic. He plans on getting
Team is
like
assembling.
I forget the name, but it's like a personal size locomotive train that you can like run like legally outside your house.
Does he
It is
watch
not cheap.
Snowbreaker?
What's it like a? If
For
we were talking
sale
about this,
as of
I would have asked him.
2022.
I think that's what's
Show me
the.
it.
I think that might be
How
what the
Fuck it up.
movie's called.
expensive
Snowbreaker.
is a train?
Snowplower. It might be called
Unless he wants to talk about
Snowbreaker.
trains on the podcast.
Look, man. When I was
Show me.
watching that movie about a train, like everybody's just living inside of a train, and the only way to keep it working is have tiny little children
Well,
as workers
Snowpiercer.
but yeah, Snowpiercer, that's the one, to continuously maintain the train because it's an absolute piece of shit.
Man, this website is very clearly made to be viewed on a computer. Why am I on my phone? I'm an idiot.
That's why you should be on Rumble.
What the fuck is Rumble?
It's like
YouTube
YouTube, but
alternative.
better. Yes. You don't get censored. You don't get shadow banned or anything. You don't
Why
even
would I?
get like
Yes.
Why
you
would I
can
be
still
worried
get
about
paid
getting
because of free
shadow
speech.
banned?
With
I
the
don't think
only
I've ever been
caveat
shadow
being,
banned of anything outside of. Never mind.
In in a technical sense, since we're not making anything on YouTube, and hypothetically, if we go to Rumble, the channel, we get to make some money. It's probably like a penny or so because of how recent we
One
are,
whole
kind of.
penny.
I don't know. I just like pennies.
No way you can just. Oh yeah, you can. Cool. Oh brother, that's it. That's it right there. 15
What?
ton steam locomotive. Oh, that's old as
Oh,
shit though.
I mean,
1945. Listen, just because they were out of use, I guess, because there was just infinitely better stuff, doesn't mean they weren't being made. You
hmm.
I mean,
know,
aren't the
what's
majority of like steam locomotives just gonna be gold as shit anyways?
oh, that one's pretty. Yeah, or they're gonna be made for something incredibly specific, like a Knott's Berry Farm, or
Okay.
actually, I don't even think theirs is an actual steam locomotive. It's probably just like a diesel with a steam producing thing.
Probably, yeah.
This one's even
Or
older, than
electrical.
1913.
That says,
An
can y'all make
electrical
something on
steam
YouTube,
locomotive.
please? Besides this,
No, I don't think I will.
I don't.
Not for now, anyways.
That's a tall order, Pat. Not gonna lie.
Oh man, there's an NDA.
You will get and video once a year.
Why is there an ND? Okay, cool, whatever. Damn website. They got cabooses. Oh, you can search what's for sale in your state. Hot.
So, do we have any
There's not a
topics
single
today?
steam locomotive in this state. Someone shared something regarding Ram Ranch.
I saw the video in my feed, I think, or something about that. I didn't watch it.
I
Oh, yeah,
didn't
the
either.
video that Wang
I
made.
know the story.
What video?
Where is it? I saw it. Didn't someone post it? No, I saw it, but hold on, let me see if I can.
Yeah, the history of Ram Ranch, made by Huang.
Oh yeah, the Ram Ranch story, tales from the internet. Just gonna post it. Probably watch it at a later date. Has anyone actually watched it, or
I did.
so? What's? Give us a synopsis about it. It's like, what does he say about it? What's interesting?
The synopsis is it's just weirdly enough a Canadian made that song, a gay Canadian man.
Who could have seen that one
He
coming?
he did several things. I think he was like a DJ for a while. Then he like wrote books,
Who could have seen that
erotica.
one
Did a
coming?
handful of other things, and then finally got stuck into music. And local DJs didn't want to play like gay rap or country music, so he downloaded like a random metal riff for free, which is the intro to Ram Ranch. And it's just him, Ram Ranch. and and this was back in like 2012, I think. And then just one day, off some website, it was either 4chan or Reddit. It's one of the two. It's always one of those fucking two. It's always one of the two trouble siblings.
Imagine using either.
And then just
Oh, shit,
it
really?
went off from there, and then just progressively built and built and built, and they got a resurgence around the time of the trucker convoy, because people were flooding like radio convoys with Ram Ranch, and then the dude
CV
made a
radios were just being bombed by
Or-
Ram.
well, not CV radios. It's an app on their phone where you turn your
Oh,
phone
they use
into a
an
radio,
app
and
now?
they
Gross.
bombarded that. Yeah. And they
Commit to the
bombarded
radio.
it with Ram Ranch. And the guy, I forget his name, made a song about truckers getting fucked in the ass by the guys, cowboys of Ram Ranch. And that just sent him back into pop culture again. And he's kind of slowing down again.
True unbridled creativity right there.
Grant McDonald.
Oh, was that his name?
That's his name.
Yeah.
Huh.
13 naked truckers at a Ram Ranch getting fucked in the ass by 13 naked cowboys. Fucking. Yeah, he has like I think he's
Jesus
had like
Christ.
over 1,200 songs made, and most of them are Ram Ranch.
He loves parodies.
He do.
He doesn't like steal them either. Whether there's
What do you
parodies,
mean?
you'll often find in the YouTube comments, because that's where the majority of the parodies or whatever are posted. You'll find him in the comments liking it or whatever. Well, at least a while back. I don't know if he still does that. That
Okay.
was a few years ago when I first discovered the song. I don't remember when that was, but it was a while ago now. 18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. On their knees wanting to suck cowboy cock.
The Marines one fucking kills me.
Man, I should start a ranch.
Oh my God.
We'll have group shower sessions.
But
You
but
scrub
what
my
about the
back, I scrub your
milking?
nuts.
But we still had to invest on the milking first before we do Ram Ranch.
Is there gonna
It's
be
funny you should mention that. I found another hyperbaric chamber. This one's incredibly affordable compared to the other two. It's only $4,000.
You know,
Only
Whoa!
$4,000.
Yeah, that's like less than half the cost of the last one I found. Not by a lot, because it was 8,500, whereas this one's only 4,000. But yeah, just under half, or more than half.
My
That's
enchilada.
quite the steal.
will there
Yeah,
be
it's an
pork
absolute
tabby.
steal.
will there be a hyperbaric
The milking
chamber
element?
installed? A hyperbaric milker installed at Ram Ranch.
I mean, there's got to be, right? I can't not do it at this point. I've hyped it up so much, and honestly, I do kind of want to experience it at this point. No porn, no other sort of stimulation, straight up hyperbaric chamber with milker in tow.
Thank
If I can
God.
disable the lights, yeah, that would be better. It does have lights, but I think they're like purple or black lights. I'm not into. If they're black lights, it's not going to matter too much. You'll just have to wear the funny glasses, which will change the experience, I reckon. So if I can disable the lights, I reckon that would be perfect. Oh, it's spur bacteria.
Well, the interior will look like you're in a galaxy, like in outer space.
No, it's white. It's just white.
Oh,
Yeah. If you want, we can spray paint it black with some Rust-Oleum.
Black
I'm sure that's safe.
of course, why not?
Tell you what, we'll spray it from the inside. Both of us back to back. We'll get it all done real quick. No mask needed, I'm sure.
Hopefully.
Definitely don't huff the paint though.
We're gonna wrap the hyperbaric chamber.
I would definitely rattle can the outside, because the outside looks way too boring. It's just a white pod when it's closed with like almost
Pop
legs.
you in the face, you little cat.
It looks like a pod that was incorporated, that like no clipped inside of a box, you know?
Hmm.
It's not like centered either. It's near the top of the box. It's weird. I don't love how it looks, but I mean, I'm sure you could definitely rattle can the outside, just covering any vents and stuff. You know, the taking basic precautions when rattle canning anything. Um, the milking element could be difficult depending on the amount of electronics it's got. If the top shell is literally just a shell, then yeah, we could totally just drill the milking element in there
Mm.
and attach like some almost elastic hose, a light vacuum on the outside, and you know the milking element. We could probably just repurpose it from an actual cow milker, or I guess the fleshlight. That's probably the better idea. The what is it called? The launch pad or whatever.
The cow milker will definitely bleed you to death.
I don't know if it would bleed you to death, but it would draw blood definitely.
Probably
Um,
Because
and
of
chafing.
how
uncomfortable.
violent
Yeah, there'd be a
because
lot of
of how
chafing.
violent like the vacuuming is, definitely.
Well, no, the vacuum element is going to be probably built by us because anything on the market's probably going to be a little too strong. Because you know, a light vacuum is probably fine, you know, because
That's
it's going to
true,
be
yeah.
constant the whole time. But I feel like a really strong vacuum could do weirdness. I don't know exactly how to describe what the issue would. I don't know. I don't think it would draw piss out or like nut or anything.
It will
But
turn it
I'm also
will
not
turn it blue.
uncertain that it won't draw blood.
Well, I mean, it seems like a little. For the purpose of the hyperbaric milker, I think it's a little too far in that direction. I don't think it'd be pleasant
Yeah,
to
I
use an actual thing.
actually,
We actually
yeah,
want this to be a meeting God experience, right? Well,
yeah, so
I
probably like the
guess,
fleshlight device thing, or
Mm,
one of those
yeah.
sorts of devices, and get like a generic sleeve, probably just like a butthole, or if they have one that has like no design on it, that would be perfect, and probably like the uh spiral pattern or something. I'm not entirely certain about the inside. You can't have anything too stimulating or like too awesome, you know. It's got to be just I guess average.
hmm,
And I
something
don't think it
sensible.
should be like, yeah, I don't think it should be like bring your own. You definitely, oh shit, hang on.
Bring your own
A
flashlight.
shared, yeah, because a shared one would be weird. But bringing your own is expensive, especially if we're going to be the ones supplying them. I know they make cheap ones, and considering what I mentioned the requirements should be, actually, they have a transparent one, don't they? They have a really like cheap, like transparent one that's like their intro model, right? Fleshlight. What do you mean it's not in my search history? You're lying.
They
Expensive.
found you.
You gotta swap out flashlights every time someone wants to get in.
Products, toys. Oh my god, there's a lot. Sleeves. Okay, there's the transparent ones. These are porn star ones. Damn
Yes,
it.
my question is, who do we get to sponsor the hyperbaric milker?
Ideally, like fleshlight.
Whose logo are we slapping on there?
Oh, we're slapping the logo on it. Ooh. Um, maybe not like fleshlight actually. Um, who would
It's gonna be like a
the
fucking
Catholic
NASCAR by the end of
Church?
it.
I want a sponsorship from the Catholic Church. Your move, Pope Francis. I am a devout Catholic. I have done all of my sacraments, save for marriage. You have no proof of anything otherwise. It's outside of word of my own mouth.
And the machine is literally meant to send you to God. Perfect.
Yeah, it's to help you meet God,
And nothing else.
whatever your God may be. Yeah, yeah. It's not for pleasure. I don't think anyone's gonna. Well, someone will eventually find it probably immense pleasure in that, but I think the majority of people are just gonna not. Like, I think the majority of people are gonna come out of that feeling confused,
Violated.
potentially. I don't know. I don't think. I feel like you gotta know what you're going into, you know?
PTSD.
I don't think you. Yeah, potentially PTSD. I don't think you get to use. Well, I'm not gonna finish that phrase. Time for more booze.
Oh my god. Do we have any actual topics to discuss? There's nothing in the chat.
Well, I would bring up Waco, but that's next week, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
We'll save that for the
Literally
that then.
Wednesday next week, so there's no point in bringing it up this week.
1 second, guys.
And I think the podcast is literally going to be on 420. Yeah, that. Ugh,
Is it?
God.
Oh god.
I don't
Is
get
it?
to smoke that day.
Oh.
Whoa.
What a coincidence.
It's because I'm a hipster. I bought air quotes experimental weed this past week,
Ooh, what does that even mean?
and it
Experimental.
literally like the forefront of genetically modified weed. So like GMO weed, basically. There's like
Oh, okay.
4 or 5 different strains that were bred into this one, and not by like, you know, grandparenting or anything. Just straight up like splicing, gene splicing and stuff, grafting. So basically, it tastes fucking great, but I'm sure it's awful for me.
Isn't like all
And
that stuff pretty common though in the weed field?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But there's just so much of a larger market for already established stuff. As like your sour diesels, your Skywalker, I believe, any fucking form of Blue Dream, Pineapple Express, thanks to that Joe Rogan or
Joe Rogan.
Seth Rogen film. Can you imagine Joe Rogan and Seth Rogen in the same film?
No.
I want to. They're both equally amounts of different sorts of stupid, I think.
Gotcha. I'm actually unfamiliar with Seth Rogen. Y'all know Joe
Have you
Rogan.
not watched This Is the End?
No.
Okay.
Granted, I haven't
I'm
watched
not
a
going to
lot,
recommend it.
so okay, good. I probably wasn't gonna
I'm
watch it
not going to
anyways.
recommend it because it's not a great film. It's just funny. It's something you would have watched in like. Actually, you would have probably watched in like middle or high school even. But I was in like elementary school, I think, when it came out. Late elementary. Actually, let me fact check. I might be completely wrong.
Pat says, imagine Seth Rogen and Joe Rogan in a buddy cop film.
Seth Rogen is bad cop. Oh, actually, 2013. That's why I didn't watch it when it came out.
13.
June 12th, 2013.
That was tail end of high school for me.
Literally the end of middle school for me. Actually, yeah, no. Summer of between middle and high. High school. I spent that whole summer in school. Damn private school.
So backing up a couple steps, in the weed market, you said that people already like it's like there's enough popular strains out there so that people just like they're like go-to
Yes.
basically, right?
Yes. The problem I have with the majority of those is first off they're indicas, in other words, made for cowards.
Okay.
Listen, if my weed doesn't have the risk of making anyone else paranoid, I don't want it. Okay? I want the weed to put everyone on edge. That's not true. That's not true. But I just really like sativas personally, so it's the weed that gives the majority of people paranoia, anxiety, that sort of stuff. So it's not that widely available, or good strains like that aren't that widely available. However, in this past year, I've noticed that there's been a large increase in sativa availability, which is brilliant.
Ooh.
There's still not the same abundance that you get with indicas, and they're also not as reliable when it comes to brands, or not brands, sorry, strains. So, for example, I haven't been able to find Golden Goat in over a year now, which is my favorite like strain outside of Black Diamond, but Black Diamond was a proprietary thing that I'm sure probably exists somewhere else in a different name. But yeah, whatever. Damn
Gotcha.
copyrighted strains. Blue
Goes without
Dream, I
saying,
don't love it. It just tastes fun.
goes without saying that copyright that like you said proprietary, so strains like that do exist where it's like only certain people can
Yeah, you
grow
can,
them.
I think,
Sell them.
trademark a seed or something, probably. That's where the expensive plants are created. So usually you can buy a clone for 10, 15 bucks. And then there's the other ones. I don't even have a price range because, frankly, I'm not in the market for a plant. So I couldn't really give you a range.
Gotcha. But nonetheless, they are out there.
Yeah, no, they definitely exist. I've had a couple. I just don't love the proprietary ones because how else do you find them, you know? It's if
Yeah.
I like having the ability to potentially grow my own weed. If it's a proprietary one, like it's hard enough to get seeds in your weed now because they're just so good about, not leaving seeds in. Also, the majority of the plants used in the weed that you buy are feminized, so they don't produce as many, if any, seeds. Just a whole
Oh,
lot of
okay.
bud. Yeah, they're
Reminds,
male and female plants.
reminds me a lot of like g- uh genetically modified farm crops and how there's like a whole thing with basically also being proprietary and you kind of have to go with
Oh yeah, you gotta destroy the leftover seeds. You can't keep them for the next year.
yeah. It's like if you're gonna be growing stuff, you kind of have to grow these because there's grow the GMO ones because that's just what's
Nothing else will grow because the pesticides will kill it.
yeah. There you go.
Wink.
So it's pretty douchey. Gotta feel bad
Yeah,
for
no, it's
gotta
toxic.
yeah gotta feel bad for the farmers, but big companies gotta make a buck, so we'll just fuck you Monsanto or fuck their name was
Monsanto, yeah, that's the
Monsanto. There
brand.
you go.
They're the reason there's plastic in your blood.
Microplastics.
Tasty.
Microplastic soup.
I wonder if they'll ever be so rich in the bloodstream that you could like see them through a regular ass microscope.
I wouldn't be surprised one day, honestly.
Oh man, you think there'll be like colors in them? Like,
It's gonna be
you
like
think there'll be colored particles?
it'll be like a box full of Legos in your blood. We're gonna move
One
on from
whole Lego in you by the time you're 20.
we're gonna move on from microplastics to macroplastics.
Macroplastics?
Yeah, just in your bloodstream, man.
Mm. Man, I miss when lead was the problem.
No,
No, I don't. No, I don't. My childhood home was built in the 1919s. That bitch definitely had lead in it.
yeah.
That's probably why I had so many nosebleeds as a child.
Oh, lead was the problem. Now it's plastic. What will it be next? Who knows?
Good
Radiation, probably.
question. That's so boring though, just radiation.
That depends on the radiation.
Fair.
What's some good old gamma
Straight up
waves?
like, oh, I was thinking the Bluetooth would finally start getting to
The
people. It's got to do something, right? There's
that-
definitely some sort of radiation, like low wave radiation, right?
that 5G, man. Right all along. Honestly, though, but like, there's not a lot of there's no yet to be any, because with a lot of things, it's like you could look at like what effects they have long term to people, like the effects of like nuclear radiation or smoking, or just because there's been a sample set around for a really long time. But when it comes to like a lot of the newer stuff, like a lot of newer technology, we don't have a data set for what this shit does to us over the course of a century or
Yeah,
like our
yeah.
entire lives.
That's what the studies say. Yeah, they can say that the old the old Bluetooth classes aren't that bad, but they can't speak for the new ones or newer ones. Anything after 3, and I believe we're on like 5 something now.
Yeah, it's like
5.2. Yeah.
it's something we just really don't know about. And
Oh
we're
man,
not.
it's just like vaping.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure, it's used for asthma medicine. You don't have asthma.
Only time will tell whatever fucked up shit is gonna be messing with this. And knowing our luck, it's probably gonna be something that we didn't even see coming.
Plot twist: the reefer actually causes cancer, and not in the lung cancer form.
Ball cancer.
Funny little twist. Yeah, ball cancer. Maybe. No,
You think? Like actually?
I don't. Why would it?
I mean, I don't know. Doesn't make sense.
If anything, it makes people horny sometimes.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's when you're the one that is high, and you get off. Oh, it's the best.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, once again, just a thing that we just don't know about. And I had segue into something, but I forgot what that was. So NASCAR driver got arrested.
Oh shit! Which
Go
one?
on.
Cody Ware. He was the driver of the 51 in the Cup Series. And he's usually like running like not even in the top 30. He's like a back runner who's kind of known for being mediocre as shit. And he wasn't there for the last week's race at Bristol, the dirt race, citing personal reasons. And then like halfway
Okay.
through this week,
I'm gonna pause you right there.
Go
Do we
ahead.
want to guess? Wise, do you want to guess what he
Oh,
was
yeah.
arrested for?
Yes.
The
Anyone have any guesses?
I have my guess. Yeah.
NASCAR driver.
Yeah.
Can I have a hint?
Do y'all know anything about Cody Ware?
No.
Ware.
Cody Ware. Never heard of it.
He was not okay.
I feel like
Small hint. Small hint.
Sure.
yeah, small
He was-
hint.
He was not the most mentally stable person.
I was
Oh,
gonna say domestic abuse, but that changes it a little.
yeah, I was gonna say like he either touched a child or fucking or like drunk driving because you know.
Yeah, I can see either of those. Bank robbery.
But if he's not mentally well, I think he intentionally killed someone.
All right, so murder,
Yeah, that
premeditated, and mine is
yeah.
bank heist.
Roleplay. Your first guess was actually the closest.
Domestic abuse?
Domestic.
Fuck.
Domestic. We don't know if it was domestic abuse, but let's see.
International.
International. NASCAR driver Cody Ware was arrested Monday in North Carolina. The Iredell County Sheriff's Office said Ware is charged with assault by strangulation, inflicting serious injury, and assault on a female. He was issued a
Oh,
$3,000 bond after his arrest.
man, I was actually really
You
fucking
were
close.
really close, yeah.
Shit.
That sucks.
And yeah, he was
At least he
arrested.
didn't
Go ahead.
rape anybody.
Yeah,
That's.
at least
I'm
it
not
wasn't
saying
like
that's
murder.
good, but it could have been worse.
He was arrested, and he's been like pretty much like indefinitely suspended from racing in NASCAR. No one's surprised because that's pretty serious. I guess the weird thing is that so Cody Ware drives for Rick Ware Racing. Basically, Rick Ware being Cody Ware's father, so that's kind of not a good image. Yeah. And he's not the only driver for that team too. There's like another driver in the 15, I think, Justin Haley. I don't remember the guy. He also runs like bottom 30. It doesn't even matter. But so they still have to like field cars and find replacement drivers for Cody Ware while they
I
get all this shit
volunteer.
out.
I can turn left with the best of them. I can also occasionally turn right. I think that more than qualifies me for it. My car is also rear-wheel drive.
Well, good news for you. The next race is now also at Martinsville, which is a short track. You don't got to go very fast either.
Oh, brilliant.
You're just going to have to be prepared to get physical.
Rubbin is racing after all.
Rubbin it is an ass.
Or did you mean a fist fight?
Uh,
Are we fighting in the pits again? Did we bring that back finally?
this is yet to be determined. It could be in the pits. It could be at the start finish line. Who knows?
Oh, cool! But hands will be thrown. Brilliant.
Maybe.
I don't care if I don't even place.
It's the winner and the guy in last place. They go at it.
On principle, though, I gotta say we both have to take our helmets off. Because otherwise we'll just, bam, 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 the helmets until someone decides to throw a kick like a reasonable person.
Oh, someone left. I just realized.
That was Manny.
Stuff. Yeah, Cody Ware. People are actually starting to, I'll say warm up to him. It's like he had fans. He had like a bunch of people because because of that mental illness thing and him telling his story and fighting through like depression and anxiety and some
That's
other stuff.
unfortunate.
Yeah. And now that he did all this, it's like it's I think more disappointing than surprising.
Yeah, because like people like that, I'm gonna be honest, it's not exactly surprising when they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
As a person who has been described as one of those. Oh, that reminds me. Due to the statute of limitations in this state, I am officially good as hell. And that's all I've got to say on that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. The statute of limitations in this state is a lot shorter than I expected, and I'm good. That's all. Yeah, I'm good. That's all.
You're good. That's all. Okay, good. I'm glad. Listen, man, I'm glad. I'm glad you're good.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm not gonna go into details on anything because, again, while the statute of limitations has been reached in this state, I didn't do shit. You can't prove anything.
You're good. That's all we need to know.
Yeah, I'm so fucking good.
Great, even.
I'm fantastic.
Terrific, potentially. No. Let's see.
Yeah, 1 year for what's it called, misdemeanors, and 3 for felonies. Anything that can be given a life sentence, though, does not have a statute of limitations. But I'm good.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I don't have any more topics off the top of my head. You've watched Manny Prime. You got anything, Wise? Or anything of interest potentially?
Let me double check the podcast.
There's not a lot there.
Uh,
In the wrong chat.
oh yeah, the Mandalorian director might cut Pedro Pascal for Mandalorian and give it to Glip Shido, wherever her name is.
Why?
Wait, what happened?
Uh, I read the article, but that was days ago. But yeah, they plan. It's not set in stone, but they plan on like retiring Mando and bringing on the female to replace him as the new Mando.
Okay, so they want to make like a multi-character series, effectively. So
Maybe that, or they're just doing what they do, and just rather than MCU, and just replacing strong men with female alternatives in Star Wars.
that's just
If they
more
if
fan
this shit touches
service,
Bad
if you
Batch, I'm
will.
gonna burn a building. Bad Batch is one of the few good shows they have.
What is Bad Batch?
That's
You
the
know Star Wars: The Clone Wars? It's a sequel to that
I would. All right, for
animated
sure, man.
series that was on
Is
Cartoon
this all
Network,
regarding
then bought by
Star Wars?
Disney.
Yes.
Got it. That's why. Okay. Yeah. My extent of knowledge for Star Wars is 3 and the first one with Daisy Ridley. That's it.
Episode 3?
Revenge of the Sith, whatever that was.
So
The new one or the old
I don't
one?
fucking know, dude.
Revenge of the
Let's
Sith.
I'm
assume
asking.
the new
I'm
one.
asking like the third one, as in like a set of it, like the first 3, or like the third one, or like episode 3, the one like in 05 or whatever.
Whatever Revenge of the Sith was.
All right, yeah, 05.
yeah, episode 3.
I think it's 05. It's somewhere in the 2000s.
Yeah, 05.
Oh,
But
someone's
yeah,
back.
that and the Daisy Ridley show are the extent of my knowledge there. Literally any references you make, unless they're like super obvious Yoda ones, because everyone fucking knows Yoda at this point, or the Jar Jar stuff. It's
Yeah,
gonna
Jar Jar
fly over my
Abrams.
head.
Crab's back. Oh, good. How long has that been? Welcome back. Who should he get?
Oh.
So micro wrestling next week.
There you go.
I
Say
can't make it.
microplastics again.
Because I have a concert on the 22nd. And I didn't insure the ticket, so I'm going to that. It's at another new theater. I think it's the Belasco or something. I don't know what that looks like. It's in one of those hellhole downtown LA areas where the only parking areas are exposed lots.
Pat asks, what about the kid who leaked the FBI files on Ukraine? I actually didn't hear about that. Actually a thing?
I heard about that today with my dad in the fucking truck getting firewood. It's just like a kind of like us, a Discord group of friends. One of them worked on the military base who knew all this. And who wants to guess the name of their Discord channel? If y'all want a hint, it's like it's not like it's not the Bussy Room or whatever. It's nothing like tied to us in any way. It is funny as fuck though.
Is it gay?
It can be.
That doesn't mean anything.
It
Yes or no?
can be.
Give
I
me a
don't
hard
have any
yes or
guesses,
no.
man.
No.
Okay. God.
It's the Thug Shakers.
The Thug
It was
Shakers.
Thug Shaker.
it was the Thug Shaker something or other. and I remember just like laughing in the vehicle or in the truck for like a couple minutes, and my dad's like, "What the fuck you laughing?" Like he doesn't know what thug shaker means, so I didn't even tell him.
What does it mean? Anything?
Yeah, shake your ass, thug shaker, shake that shaker,
How long has Thug
twerking,
been ass?
because it's funny as fuck. Actually, fuck. Now I'm double guessing myself. What does thug shaker mean? Yeah, twerking or shaking one's ass in front of a camera.
What? How long has that been? Fuck, I'm old.
Like a month or two?
Okay, that makes sense. I am a hipster bastard.
Well out of my wheelhouse.
I first heard it from like a JFJ stream where he turned on the Biden voice thing and just, oh yeah, throw that thug shaker back for Biden and just laughing.
God, this
Oh
shit's too
fuck.
zoomer for me.
Is it time to retire?
It's time,
Uh,
Rich.
It's time to
Yeah.
retire
We
and
can
just
no
go live
longer.
we're
out on
we're
100
boomers.
acres
It's time
in,
to
like,
set out into the
Appalachia.
west.
We will
We
never
already
ever be
are the
relevant.
west. Why is you're almost as far west as we can go? Well,
Yeah, go
before we get
west.
to
Come
the
here, you
east.
fucks,
Go to Alaska, become.
and
Hermit
retire.
down.
Oh yeah, there's also Jimmy Renner news. He wants to die, kind of.
Who?
Jeremy
Jimmy Lee
Renner.
actor?
Hawkeye, the shitty
Oh.
Jason Bourne.
Oh. Okay.
Was it Jason Bourne or was it the other one?
I don't know.
Some action
You
movie
do one of those,
person.
yeah.
Yeah, he says. Well, the article says just let me go now, but if you read the article, he's saying he wants to die if it gets worse. Like if he's like getting worse for wear, just unplug him.
Oh, here
I
it is.
mean, what's
Found
he
it.
got?
Well,
So
a
the snowplow
1200
actor.
snowmobile ran across his chest and like crushed the shit out of his chest,
Oh,
shattered
it was
everything.
chest trauma.
Yeah, a bad chest trauma. A machine rode
Oh
across his
God.
chest. A 1,200-pound machine. That's like 3, 6, 9, 12. That's like four. Yeah, that's four me's all at once running across his chest.
Oh God.
14,000-pound snowplow.
Oh, was the
Probably
14 now? I thought it was
1400.
12.
After the 14,000
Oh,
plow
snowplow.
snowplow ran over the
Oh,
actor's
it's
upper torso,
14.
Jeremy Renner was rushed to the hospital for serious injuries. Directly taken to the ICU, the world watched in shock as rumors and updates regarding the actor's health came to light. Blah, blah, blah. You legit got run
He
over
should
by a
sign a
road.
DNR then.
Yeah, it's not like he just like
That's cool.
something hit his chest. He fell down and then it went across his chest.
Just sign a DNR, and if it's really that bad, just ask to be unplugged and take sedatives. It's not that hard to die.
Well, he's saying if it gets worse, unplug him. Until
Yeah.
then, even though the article is kind
Did
of like
he officially say
misleading,
that
says
though?
just let me go.
Like on it, he's got to say that legally on the record, and then it'll matter. If he's just saying it like on social media or whatever, then it doesn't matter.
I think someone interviewed him while he was in the hospital healing.
Although the actor has recovered, Renner cannot forget the incident that took place in his life. Talking about an interview, the mayor of blah 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 recalled that he was writing his last statements on his mobile phone in the hospital. The actor broke down before revealing that the note said, and it was quite heartbreaking to read, "Don't let me live on the tubes on a machine, and if my existence is going to be drugs and painkillers, just let me go now." That's
Oh, so that
basically
was
what he said.
basically his DNR, yeah.
Yeah. But he
Except
has recovered, though, it says.
Recovered for now until something else happens.
Yeah.
Till he gets like a softball in the chest and everything crumbles like a house of cards and just dies on the spot.
yeah, he is 52. He is on the older side. His ribs might not heal that well, and it's gonna take a minute to happen. And he's gonna have to relearn a lot of movement.
Oh yeah, I've seen shit like this happen before. Band The Ghost Inside. They were on their tour bus heading to a new location for a concert, and a fucking semi plowed into their tour bus, killed 2 or 3 people. The driver, I think their manager and the driver of the SUV died, while the entire band, like somewhat, like what, like the drummer lost his right leg at the knee, and the rest of them had to go like through like walking,
Physical therapy.
yeah, physical therapy, learning to walk again for like I think a year,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
and
sounds
that's like
about right.
and it's like 4 or 5 guys learning to walk again.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And they talk about more in their song Aftermath. Go watch it, you fucks. Good song.
They're so
And I mean this to everybody, like us included. Watching this and in the thing.
I am in the need of new music. I've just been listening to classical again.
Based.
I love Black Swan.
Why's it gotta be black though, man?
Because Tchaikovsky was a visionary.
Tchaikovsky, yes!
He was a fish.
Fucking love the canon meme so much. Tchaikovsky, you can't use 12 cannons in your opera.
Yeah,
Tchaikovsky,
the
yes!
fuck you can. Tchaikovsky does what
Tchaikovsky,
he fucking
always
wants.
yes! Oh, that meme's so fucking good.
Oh, to have been in media creation in the early 1918 or late 1800s.
Anything's a musical instrument if you try hard enough.
Blow up the house. Incorporate it into the intro of your song.
Hey guys, do you mind if I join your band? Sure. What instrument do you play? The gun.
Shotgun drummer, yay!
That would be powerful as hell, though. It
Just
would
shooting
probably
blanks.
have to be. Yeah, no, it'd have to be blanks.
Just imagine like a guy coming on stage with
It's gonna be
like
loud as hell, depending on the
like
venue, though.
xylophone or like xylophone, like the giant like xylophone thing. That, but just like loaded with shotguns of like different calibers, so they make different sounds when you shoot them off.
Tubes fluted in certain ways so that they just hit slightly different frequencies.
Oh.
You got
Oh yeah, and
two
just
All
drill
they've all got to be subsonic.
and make it like like flutes, and just like drill holes until like they just blow air through and they just kind of whistle. Fuck, I want to do that now. God damn it.
an entire band made out of firearms. You know,
It's
pistols,
just an organ.
shotguns.
It's basically just an organ.
Just an organ. Face.
Tell
Yeah.
Kenny to find someone with guns and make him a part of the band. Yeah, here's gun guy. What's gun
Incorporate
guy
him
do?
somehow.
He shoots guns during a show.
God.
And don't just
I mean,
record a gunshot and then like use like a synthesizer to make a bunch of different notes. No, every shot has to be a note.
there's gonna be some science involved at least.
Yeah.
I was gonna
you
say
get,
a
like,
lot, but that's definitely an overstatement. Because once you figure
Yeah.
out how it works, you're gonna stop sciencing and you're just gonna start fucking with it.
Yeah, you got your double barrels, and then you got your pump actions, and then you got like the Spaz 12, and then you got fully auto on the side.
And you
Just so
need
you
at
need to
least
go
a
real
slam
fast.
fire so you can hit the weird sections.
And just imagine shooting in the crowd and shit comes out. Just
I don't
like
think you could.
confetti or something, or like liquid.
Like it's like a gore show
Yeah, because
instead of like
what's the German
watercolor.
band? Rammstein. I think they did that once.
Gore
gun?
squirts everyone with blood and piss and cum and beer. I was there. I almost got squirted on. I don't remember what substance it was, but I was in the crowd the whole time. It was great.
Oh, that
That's-
reminds me. Corey Taylor went up to the Alaska State Fair like just before COVID. He, in the middle of singing one of his songs for Stone Sour, he bit his lip and like bled like a motherfucker. Drank a water, put a cap on it, threw it into the crowd, and lands directly in my face. And the cap came off. So I just get a face full of Corey Taylor blood and spit.
Ugh.
And that was the greatest moment of my life.
Say you must be honored.
That reminds me of the time Chris Kale from 5 Year Death Punch flicked a pick into my double chin.
Ew.
Hey, I was in middle school,
Worst
goddamn.
stuff
They're my
is
favorite
water.
band back then.
I mean, no, that's cool, but like at least the gore stuff is just like water with food coloring, probably.
Yeah, I got actual blood. You got
Ugh.
fucking lied to. You got
No, I didn't
fake
get
blood. I got
shit.
actual.
Yeah, it's less gross.
Yeah, but
Actual
it's
blood. And
like it's
actual...
not some random dude's blood. It's the Corey Taylor's blood
I don't
in
give
my
a fuck
fucking
whose blood.
in my eyes, in my nose, and kind of in my mouth. It was raining
Are you
too, so I
coming
was
out as a
already wet. So I
vampire?
no,
Is this
no,
where
I'm
you
going in the
submit to
no.
it?
I'm not coming out of the closet. I'm coming out of the coffin.
Yeah, that's what I said, vampire.
Well,
Damn, who knew?
I come out when it's usually dark all the time, so I come out when it's dark. I
That's
stay
just called
inside
being
all day.
antisocial.
How do you feel about sunlight wise
Cold.
and garlic?
I fucking love garlic though. I love
Same.
garlic, hate sunlight.
One of those vampires.
Nah, man, garlic good.
Garlic. Yeah, no, I
Garlic
agree.
these
I
nuts.
agree.
I went through a phase where I literally was just eating like mashed garlics every day. It
That
was
is
great.
weird.
The problem was that I smelled like garlic all the time, but I felt fantastic.
Women do like that if it's roasted garlic. That like they do like that, but if it's
I
raw
didn't say
garlic,
roasted
everyone.
garlic.
You're
I said
weird.
raw garlic.
Someone arrest this man.
Sometimes I would put a little salt on it if I wanted like an extra kick, but usually the garlic kick on its own was good enough. Once the Allison was good and like oxidized, this thing.
Get this man. Somebody fetch this
It's like
man.
taking a shot, but you're chewing the whole time.
Oh god.
You're chewing a shot.
Yeah, you know the painful like inhale exhale situation you can sometimes get with a shot. You definitely get that with the garlic the whole time.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's
I
a
fucking
pungent
bet.
one.
I remember as a kid, like I thought like there was this fat garlic clove on the counter. I'm like, oh, is this a marshmallow? Ate
Oh
the whole
god.
thing. I'm like, ah, and the whole day I'm just like crying and just like almost puking and like retching because I'm just like, oh my god, it's no marshmallow.
Garlic.
Yeah, man. No, that makes complete sense.
Yeah,
That
it was just
sounds
fucking fat.
atrocious.
Oh,
Listen, man, I like some of those tastes. Horseradish, wasabi.
Ooh.
You can't overdo it.
horseradish
Definitely don't
cringe.
overdo it.
Oh, you mean white wasabi
Sauerkraut.
and by
Oh,
wasabi you mean green horseradish?
sauerkraut's pretty good too, actually.
Y'all know
Freya,
that
God, this fucking cat.
the
Freya,
molecules that make up the garlic flavor
get out
are
of the
so
blinds.
invasive that if you rubbed garlic on your foot, in like an hour you'll taste it in your mouth.
I got
Dead
I got
ass?
testicles on
Dead
my
ass.
balls and now my feet.
All right, time to try it.
Or something like that. Like I
Frank-
heard that, so like literally, it's like you can rub it. So your foot or your balls? I can't remember.
It's probably
I'm
balls.
pretty sure it's
They
balls.
also have the soy sauce thing, which I'm pretty sure is bullshit. It's probably just a placebo thing.
Oh,
You know how you can like sometimes make yourself taste like, well, basically anything if you just really imagine it
The
hard in
things
your
like
brain.
where you can like taste sweetness through your balls or something. I read that somewhere. Don't quote.
yeah, you can
I
taste
thought it
sweet and
was
sour
umami,
through your
but
nuts.
yeah.
And then a guy dipped his balls in the shot glass of soy sauce. He's like, "What the fuck, Freya? You little fucker! Get off the blinds! Stop eating the blinds!
Eat the cat.
God damn, you're cute, but get off the fucking thing."
Where can I buy a duck?
Not because you have secret garlic taste buds on your feet. It's because the molecules responsible for garlic smells, allicin, can penetrate your skin, get into your blood, and travel to your mouth and nose, where you suddenly start to sense the taste of garlic. Damn, nature, you crazy.
Shit.
Damn, nature, you scary.
How long does it take, though?
Enough.
I was always under the impression that a full circulation of blood took roughly 15 to 20 minutes. But I don't know that for certain.
No, that checks out.
Mm,
What are you doing, Triton? Big
Blood.
sweet boy.
I know a couple of people with a blood fetish.
Ugh.
No, you no.
Yeah, they've asked me multiple times to give them a vial of my blood. It doesn't help that I'm really open about the fact that I'm O negative, because I feel like that's just a useful thing to know. Universal donor.
Yeah, I think I'm a I think I'm an O2. I don't remember.
It's O negative and O positive.
I'm either the universal donor or the universal
The very
acceptor.
specific one, yeah.
Which is like AB something, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think my dad's
I
O,
don't
my
know if it's
mom's AB,
positive.
or the other way around.
I just know my own, because I used to donate blood for some reason.
Oh, I don't know what I am. I was told a little while ago, but I forget what it is. What it was. One of the more common ones.
Well, that's useful to know, but I mean, regardless, you can receive O negative.
Yeah.
Get out of the box, Freya.
It's usually the safest bet. Just know someone, or
Get out of the jar.
have some O negative blood on deck. For safety reasons.
Just save some
Or
of your own
fetish
blood for
reasons.
later.
Yeah, or the fetish, people are weird like that.
Not just withdraw your own blood, and then if something happens at home, you just plug yourself in and like.
I'm not gonna lie and say I haven't thought about that, but I don't think you can really keep it for that long.
How long does blood keep?
It can't be that long because you can't freeze it.
Depending on how well you keep it, it will last. Depending. Like your home fridge might last you a little bit, but it's not meant for holding blood. It's meant to preserve food.
42
not
days.
people. In just a regular ass fridge.
Refrigerators at 6 degrees C for up to 42 days. Platelets are stored in room temperature and agitators for up to 5 days. Plasma and cryo are frozen and stored in freezers for up to 1 year. Your platelets actually are the limited ones.
I mean, yeah, they're the good boys. They do all the real work.
Donate platelets.
I don't
Sell
want to
platelets.
donate plates.
Donate platelets or plasma or anything. Give all of your blood.
No, sell it. Profit
Sell
off of it.
all your
You can.
Sell your skin. It's your
Yeah,
biggest
why give it
organ. You
away?
get and
You
you
can
make
sell
all the
it.
money.
Sell your hair to cancer patients.
And then buy it back. And then steal it back.
Become a
You
Go
can't.
to the local oncology area sector fucking clinic and just wait for someone to come out with a full head of hair and just snatch it. Mine.
snatch a bit with the weave and run away.
Oh god, the weave. Especially if it's sewn in. Well, that's sort of what a weave is.
Oh,
Oh god. No, you yoink the wig off of a bald person. They've got to be bald. It can't be woven in, otherwise that'll be assault. If you just steal their wig, it might just be classified as battery. It's still a crime if you get caught.
Precisely. There we go. We had a drop.
But you can totally do it.
Sell your skin, but not in the way you think. Become a walking billboard and get sponsored. And get a tattoo of your sponsor, and they'll pay you big bucks.
Dude, get sponsored by a doctor who makes dicks.
Wait, what?
For the trans folk. Just donate your skin. Be a fat fuck who just has a lot of excess skin. And go to a doctor who makes dicks in Beverly Hills, probably. And be like, hey, you want this? You want these flats? Sponsor
Grow
me.
a cock on my elbow.
I'll take a tattoo on my pecs.
Grow cocks on my elbows.
Harvest my skin and make a penis with it. Come on, do it.
An endless cycle of grow extra skin, donate it, and then like grow it again, or like
And it's skin generator.
yeah, be fat and like get liposuction, and then like sell off the extra bits, and then get fat again.
Time to get rich, boys. Time to go get liposuction, sell my skin, wait for it to heal, get fat, get liposuction, and
Oh,
sell
yeah.
the skin to fucking loopholes.
Gold
Get that
mine.
fucking bread
Infinite money glitch dropped.
in real life.
The government doesn't want you to know about this one simple trick.
Break the economy.
The IRS hates me.
Find out why.
Click here.
Brad, you little
We
fucking
did it, boys.
asshole.
We won the game.
We won capitalism.
We won capitalism. And then use the excess fat as like
I'm to lose another 40 pounds. I
Use
think
it as a
that'll put me
broth.
at a healthy weight, I
Turn
think.
it- Cook with your own fat.
Aren't you just
Can I do
losing-
that? Is that an option? Oh, you
I
think
don't
that'd
think
taste
so.
good? Human
I suppose it
tallow
depends on the person.
fries. Like sumo wrestler tallow fries. Right, they're supposed to be the
Depend-
healthy fat
Oh, there's
guys,
a
right?
candle.
You know what? Depending on the notoriety of the person whose fat's coming from, I think that would be more important than whether it's healthy or not. If you get fat from like a celebrity, that would be worth big bucks. People will buy that shit. Guarantee
Oh
fucking
man,
to you.
who's a fat celebrity now?
Fat celebrity.
Fucking what's his name? He's in 21 Jump Street. He's the little
Jonah
fat
Hill?
fuck.
Is he still fat?
Yeah. Yeah, he keeps losing and regaining the weight.
Oh, he just like me for real.
He's arrived.
So some Jonah Hill tallow fries.
I have so
Brad,
Your
you
thoughts, Mark?
stop.
Would you eat
Yes.
them?
Sounds delicious.
Brilliant.
It's here.
Who's fat?
Sorry
do you,
about that.
Whose fat are you most sought after? Or
I want Joey Diaz for tallow fries, honestly. I feel like they're good and seasoned.
No, they're just covered. They're just covered in every drug on this planet.
That's exactly what I meant.
I figured as much. Hi everybody. I'm sorry I'm ridiculously late. Unfortunately, I had to pick up a shift. Money's tight. You know how it be.
Work.
Work sucks. I know.
She
I
left
took off-
me roses by the stairs.
I took 2 days off. I took Monday, Tuesday off at work because I got really sick. So, yeah. I
Well,
just picked up a short shift.
welcome.
So,
We've
yeah.
got like
20 minutes.
20 minutes left. You have any topics? Oh god. No.
Human tallow.
How
Eat it. Make into soup.
do you feel about the endless cycle
Human
of
broth.
getting fat, then getting liposuction, selling your extra skin, and then waiting for it to heal, and getting fat again and repeating the process?
That human tallow isn't as good as other tallow.
Okay,
that-
but
Don't
like,
matter, it's on hand.
what about my infinite money glitch that Johnny just mentioned here?
Well, the problem is like, you can't sell human tallow. You couldn't sell it like that.
No. We're talking about the skin. Lose weight. Go to Beverly Hills. Go to one of them dick maker doctors for the trans folk and be like, hey, look at all this extra skin. You know you want it. What you paying for it? I'll also take a sponsorship on my chest.
That's too.
And then you gain more weight. And then you lose the weight. And then
I
you do
think-
it again.
I think
And
it's an
same
infinite money
tattoo,
glitch.
same place.
It's an infinite money glitch until you you just like die, because you
Sumo
eventually
wrestler
die from that.
Whenever
approach.
you until you
Sumo
inflate the
wrestler
market
approach.
so much where it's
Ooh,
not worth it.
interesting.
Yeah, so bulk, but
Interesting
also
choice.
muscle
Okay, that requires a commitment of other
and
things.
specific genes. Well, in order to do it optimally.
Yeah.
And the market for fake penises. No.
No, the market is growing
No,
up right
there's
now.
that
Going
market
way
exists.
up.
Trust me.
It's going way up.
I am
It
intimately
needs to
familiar
continue
with people in
existing
the
for as
market.
long as we do this. Like it
I'm-
can't not
I-
end.
Oh, it
It has
will.
to keep going.
I'm also familiar with it from another thing that we need to talk about after this podcast. But topics, I do have a couple things. I
Really?
had them. I promise.
Was it stuff that was posted in the podcast chat?
Doubtful.
Good.
Um,
Because we've had nothing and we've just been winging it the whole time, and I'm sure it shows.
well, I haven't been on because again I've been doing my stuff. I lost my headphones, so on top of it all, it was boring as shit.
I broke my speaker.
Oh fuck. So I'm seeing that Plastic Wing King, which is currently asleep, which sucks because this is his topic and be great. So Yu-Gi-Oh's getting its 25th anniversary, and I keep bringing it up because they keep announcing more sets, and I'm already broke. You get me? But they
Don't
only
buy
want to
them.
make me more. No, I'm a crack addict. You don't tell a crack addict to stop buying crack. That's not
Yeah,
how it
you
works.
do. You tell them to start going to the clinics that give the free stuff out. We're in California, remember?
Oh yeah, shit. Right. All right, right, wrong analogy. But yeah, they keep making stuff that I like, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm buying one of those too. I assume that's why he posted it because that's a card that he's been wanting since like I met him. Particularly the one that's there the colorless one, and the Japanese were supposed to get it in 2011, never got fucking printed. It was supposed to get printed in 2016, never got printed, and they just been pushing it back. And it's like now, at what point it's like we're just never gonna fucking see this bitch. Related to that, so there's a card that just went on sale, and I think the bid already ended. So I remember maybe about 40 podcasts ago, we talked about like collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff like that, and there's only a few cards that are one of ones, and there was this card made from a Make-A-Wish cancer kid named Tyler. He recently put that card up for auction. It's the only one that exists, and it's because, and on top of that, the artist who drew it is dead. You know, the actual creator of Yu-Gi-Oh. How much you guys think it sold for?
A lot.
I don't have a frame of reference.
At least $2.
Oh, yeah, I love this approach.
Maybe more. Maybe.
At least like a cent,
At least 250.
right? Bare minimum.
Hit us with it. How much would it sell for?
How many
Looking,
digits?
it was updated.
It's got to be one, right? At least.
Yeah, starting bid
$4.99.
was 100. Starting bid was 100 grand. Let's just start with that. So I'll give you guys again.
So like 101.
At least 101 grand.
I fucking hate you guys. Oh no, the bidding is still going. It's still going.
Jesus, so it's not even done yet.
It's
At
not even
least
done yet.
102.
You're looking at 500.
$500,000 for a card.
Yeah, a one of one.
A card.
A card.
A card that's gonna degrade.
No, it's sealed.
Are you gonna keep it sealed?
It's a one of one. It's not a good card for the record.
Then why are you
It-
buying it?
Because
If you're
it's
never
like,
gonna use it, why are you buying it?
okay, I'm not buying. Let's start with that. Two, it's like a collection thing.
I do not understand the collecting angle.
Well, okay, I guess that's fair. Well, for collector, this is really, really rare.
Okay,
Again, a one of one.
cool.
What
No,
makes
no,
it
I just
valuable besides other than the artist is dead?
that card was printed only for that Make-A-Wish, and it's the only one of one that has been authenticated to be real.
Are you telling me that a dead artist makes something expensive? Because if so, I've got
No,
one
no, no,
right
no.
here. Damn
No,
it.
no, no. The fact of it being is that that card was made back then. It was a 1 of 1.
This was
Like,
also made back then, 89.
This was like 2004, 2005.
Mine's older.
Yeah, but the value of it was because it was so it's officially officially it is a legal card, so you can play it. Problem is, no one fucking owned it. It just existed. So like if you go to some of the video games, I think after 2007, you can actually play with the card. You can play with it like on Dueling Network and stuff. No one has it because it doesn't, it's the only one existed. Now, some other motherfucker can have it. But basically, he put it up for auction. So he goes, because they thought he was gonna die. Let's start with that.
Bro, they're trading a house for a card.
Basically, survived the cancer, beat the cancer, and is now trying to start a business with it.
He just finessed capitalism, bro.
I mean, it did take him 20 years, but let's just go with that.
And
No, man, he
it
might have
didn't take
survived
him 20 years to beat cancer. He probably beat it within like a year or two.
15, but that's not the point.
15 years to beat
Yeah,
cancer?
yeah,
Skill issue on the doctor's end.
Yeah, I guess it was like a really, really rare case of like the cancer itself, but like it wouldn't stay down. Like
Cut it
it
out.
would come back. It would
Cut
go
it all
again.
out.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know more of the full story of his things. I guess because it's personal, and I didn't care enough. All I know is about the card side of the story.
So basically, someone else paid for all of his medical care, and he got a custom-made card, and now he's
Mhm.
grown up and wants to buy a house. So he's selling the card.
Correct.
Brilliant. I love it. I hope he buys a
What a
good
way!
home.
Wow.
Well, he's not buying any.
I'm
He's
hoping
starting
he's
a business. He's starting a
prioritizing
business.
land.
He's starting a business.
So he's gonna buy a house at some point.
Yeah.
I hope it's an acreage.
That Pat says that guy's a genius.
Yeah, no, he beat the
Yeah,
system.
kinda. I also want to bitch. I also want to bitch and complain, but we don't have time for that.
About what?
Same thing, card design. They're just making cards like less effort, and I kind of hate it.
Then don't buy them.
I know, that's why I stopped buying them. I haven't.
I'm glad
actually,
we've come to an agreement.
yeah, I haven't bought cards actually for a cool minute. I'm like 6 months sober. It's kind of nice.
I've gone a full month without buying a knife.
Is it collapse or is it snaps?
Congratulations.
I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever you want, but yeah, I've gone a full month officially now without buying a knife.
And
There's just nothing on the market I want.
okay, that okay.
Like,
I
there's
guess
a lot
that's
of cool knives, but they're like over $300, and I just cannot justify that because if it's over like $300, I'm not gonna want to carry it around. See the not ivory knife. I don't carry it around like ever really, but that's also because it just absorbs scents. Right now, it still smells like the packaging it's in. It no longer smells like warehouse. It smells like paper. And I'm fine with that. But I know if I start pocketing it, especially now that summer's about to begin, it's just going to
Oh.
smell like leg sweat.
Get a really good smelling like body wash.
I smell like roses.
I believe in response to the Yu-Gi-Oh thing, Pat says, as for the Warhammer, on the other hand, though.
Ow. Hey. Have you been talking to my wife? Have you been talking to my wife? Pat, I told you that shit in confidence. Yeah, no, that I did fail this week. I bought. I have.
Because you do buy actual models still, right? In
I
addition to
yeah.
other stuff.
Most of my stuff is been bought. There is a few things that have been printed, but the models that I've printed, I have now bought them officially as well. So this became a
Nice.
thing because, so for our local tournaments and stuff, and for most of the mid level tournaments, they don't care about our 3D printing. Quite
Yeah.
honestly, they could really give a fuck. But for the grand tournament stuff that Garrick and I particularly are getting into, because we're playing at that level or trying to anyways. Um, so like that's like Evo, that's like the Las Vegas Open, that kind of stuff. Those require us to use official Games Workshop models or kit bashed models, so it cannot be 100% resin. So
Bastards.
yeah, so even if I use like a resin body or like resin arms, so most of it has to be their shit.
Bastards.
Which
Don't they charge you to enter the tournament anyways?
no, most
Oh,
tournaments don't. Most tournaments don't. I know the Las Vegas
so
Open
is there no
does.
reward, or how does that work?
No, there is a reward. I know that the bigger tournaments do.
Is it a monetary reward?
It's a monetary reward though.
They don't charge to enter?
No, they do. The bigger ones, like the smaller ones, don't. Like the ones that we play at, they don't charge one. Or if they do, it's like $5. Because
How
most of the time,
big is
yeah.
the pot then?
I've never been. I don't know what was last year's. Because funny enough, I was off. We were gonna go to the Las Vegas Open too. Las
Listen,
Vegas.
I know how like legal gambling works.
Well, that's what. Yeah. $40K.
If they don't charge, they've got to have like merch or something, right? Or
No,
do they
yeah,
like
no. Well,
charge
so the
to
whole thing is
watch
it's
or
also
something?
like a convention thing too.
Yes.
So
Oh,
like, they
so
have
they
like
charge to get in.
yeah.
Got it.
So the prize money was 40 grand.
How many tournaments are there in a year? Is there just one?
Hmm?
How many tournaments are there?
It depends on the organizers. I know we have 9 this year. We're trying to go to. Here's the problem. The nearest one to us is the SoCal one. It's either gonna be in LA or San Diego.
Ew.
It alternates between the
Ew.
years. The
God, that's
problem
all.
is, it's in October. The end of October. You know what happens in October this year, particularly for me?
Birth, right?
Yeah. So it would be a whole
Consider
2.
this. I'm not going to finish that statement.
I was about to say.
My
She can
legal
hear
team
you.
has advised me to
You
not
know,
talk.
your legal team might want to shut you the fuck up. But yeah. Yeah, it depends. Some people win a lot of money. Most of the Las Vegas Open is the biggest tournament, but most of them are, um, like typically they get you like basically almost like $600 worth of models and stuff from them and just other stuff, like more of their stuff typically.
Sponsored event.
Yeah.
Got it. That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
I want to start going to more conventions, but nothing really catches my eye anymore. I can't go to a reptile expo because my cat will eat or try to eat whatever it is I get. Actually, a frog would be kind of cool. Unfortunately, I can't own Colorado river toads anymore. At least not without a funny license.
Man, I love frogs.
I have one last topic, and I know Ranger. This is sad because you weren't there. My campaign ended this week.
So I've heard.
How did they die?
I like how you said that. How did they die? You didn't assume they won?
Did they win?
No. God no.
So how did they die?
So because Ranger and Kenny had missed 2 weeks ago, they had went to go do a rescue mission for Spider Mummy. This all makes sense eventually. And they went without them. They're like, we'll leave a note. They left 2 very well written notes, and I wish you guys would have shown up this week to have read them, and then to see them get murdered immediately after reading the notes, because that's what would have happened.
Fucker.
They went. They rolled a random encounter. They got one of the worst random encounters they could have got. Ivan was knocked down to 2 Constitution. He almost died. Mina was captured. Angie's character, whose name I could forget, was left standing after the first initial fight. The cow then was turned into stone, and the one time the earth cleric did not have flesh from stone to flesh is when someone got petrified. Someone actually became a statue. Someone turned to stone. So she had to leave Ivan behind. Fat Boy came in to be. I don't know if you guys know that trope about being like the stranger in the black hat. I know it's a thing.
Vaguely familiar with it.
I know it's a
Sorta.
thing that happens to you in RimWorld.
Yeah, that's where I'm familiar.
That's what I know it's a reference to something else, but I know that happens. He kind of did that and kind of helped her like bring Ivan's character back. And the next room they opened up and it's a mini boss because they alerted the guard or whatever. And your brilliant, beautiful swashbuckler decided to blow his horn of summoning dragons consecutively. So he blew it 3 times for his 3 actions. And 2 dragons were against him, and 1 was on his side. And they proceeded to just mollywop. And that's how it kind of ended.
I think I have any comments about any of this. If I'm honest.
So,
other than wow. What a way to end it.
So the rat survives.
Rat, it was in.
Or did he nuke himself finally?
oh,
That
no,
was
no,
my
no.
intent the whole time.
So, like, I have a whole thing that, like, I'm still writing, Ranger. I apologize that I didn't post it. It's been a hell of a day. It's also my dad's birthday, so on top of that, so it's been a fucking hell of a day. But yeah, I've kind of figured out what happens at the end. There's happy endings for everyone. It's kind of nice.
Except the dead people.
No, including the dead people.
Oh.
Like their
Yeah, 'cause
stories
they're
got
dead.
figured
They
out.
don't have to suffer this shit anymore.
So did the rat go to Rat
No. But he didn't make it to the Crusades.
So he did nuke himself?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go full ratling.
Rat jihad.
Rat job.
I'm thinking of all the ramifications like as right now. Like no one's gonna understand this in the podcast. No one's gonna get it. But like,
no, of course not.
I don't care. Like Ranger, you're the only one with a happy ending because your character will eventually get that ending that he gets. Because like,
I have a way to turn the good ending into a bad ending.
I also do
Go
too.
full Skaven.
And I wanted to do it, but I'm like, I think he just deserves a good ending.
I don't think so. Honestly, I think I'd prefer.
I don't
if he
think-
had the.
I would like, oh yeah, he gets back, he gets to see the wife and kid, and then he wakes up and it was a dream in the arena. He never left. It was all in his head.
I'm just gonna say I had the idea buzzing around in my mind for a while that Ranger would meet his wife again, but he would be coerced by either by hatred or by the other gods to kill his family.
I thought about that, and I was like,
and then
nah,
he'd be on a 100% revenge plot to kill the elder gods, and that would be like his journey from that point forward.
So this is how weird it gets. So like in the short term, like Wellwood gets nuked. Thanks, Rufflin, by the way.
Be right back.
So the purple rat got murdered off screen. That was a whole thing. The Bravo boys make it, and then the day after we get a Kobe line. So there was a whole plot line that I had tied back in with Kobe and stuff. That from like fucking years ago now. From like Cobalt Island, and thing. Like there's like you know how they were like wrangling them up for like slave labor, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Ranger. So like there was like a whole like pirate ship of like rebellious like kobolds, and they were like plundering shit. That became a thing.
You want to know what? I think I told you about it, but what? If the game had continued and the group had met Hill again, what the plot line would have been?
Yes.
That that basically that Colby's fucking dead, and that Hill's out on a revenge plot to avenge Colby by helping Dean to get his country back. That would be his thing.
So here's the worst part about it. Um, Mina's parents receiving Mina kind of turns the tide of everyone else's factions because like all the factions were working together. I think I made that obviously clear when you guys dealt with the magma dragon. That like she was like they were all in kind of cahoots, and were like trading shit. And like
Kinda.
okay, it was supposed to be like again you guys were supposed to do more of that, but once it got to that point, she's like, cool, I have her, and then she just started cloning Mina's because they're vampires that can walk in the day, and then she's kind of like wreaked havoc. And like the first one was to go was like Kenny's country, it's next door.
Wow.
It's exactly what happened. What's happening right now in the real world, if you really think about it. One bigger country that used to have a part of land, it now wants it back. That's what happened. And because
I
I've
also
been
believe Rhodesia should be reinstated.
um so the weird ends in the long term, the cow did not die. He fled. So he ran. He ran for his fucking life and never turned back. He eventually kept summoning he eventually kept summoning dragons, and we had a statistic where he was rolling so much that it became like half the dragons on the planet were on his side and half the planets were against him, and he was affecting world politics at that point. That eventually the world just became two factions. You were either for the cow or against the cow, and it just basically like for like the next 100 years just fight for the name of the cow. And I fucking hated that. I hated it as an ending.
D.
Correct. So, bro, tell me, if you want to show up for a game next Wednesday's character creation.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, figured. I'm gonna cry.
Well, it is midnight now.
Mhm.
Anyone got any last words?
Here's the
I ain't got
story of
nothing
Rhodesia. Oh
other
shit.
than play Bolt Gun when it comes out in a month.
I can't wait to play Bolt Gun. That looks like fun.
I'm more excited for Space Marine or fucking Dark Tide, but no.
Dark Tide was okay. You actually need to have a team to play it. You need to have 4 players to play it.
Well, if that's that,
I still want to play some Ogren.
thank you all so much for watching. Pat for being here, mainly.
Why is you're an Ogren?
Thank
Goddamn
you
right.
all in here for being here. And we'll see y'all next week. Maybe post-show? Post-show?
Yeah.
Yes, no?
I'm down for a post show.
Cause we're
I'm down.
all Rhodesians and we'll
I-
fight through thick and thin. We'll keep our land a free land from the enemy coming in. We'll keep them northerners up the busy till that river's running dry. And this mighty land will prosper, for Rhodesians never die.
And we'll see you next time.
We'll preserve this.